Hello and welcome to day 102. Day 102 of the live daily guided meditation series for ourselves and the world, in which we are working on anti-racism, self-development, and healing work. We are going to give it just a few minutes, well, not a few minutes, a few moments, a few seconds, to give everyone a chance to get in here, and then we will get started. Okay, I am going to start. So again, welcome to day 102, the live daily guided meditation series for ourselves and the world. Today I'm going to read you a quote from the wonderful book, How to Be an Anti-Racist by Ibram X. Kendi. And he writes, quote, "Race is a mirage, but one that humanity has organized itself around in very real ways. Imagining away the existence of races in a racist world is as concerning and harmful as imagining away classes in a capitalist world. It allows the ruling races and classes to keep on ruling. Assimilationists believe in the post-racial myth that talking about race constitutes racism, or that if we stop identifying by race, then racism will miraculously go away. They fail to realize that if we stop using racial categories, then we will not be able to identify racial inequities. If we cannot identify a racial inequity, then we will not be able to identify racist policies. If we cannot identify racist policies, then we cannot challenge racist policies. If we cannot challenge racist policies, then racist power's final solution will be achieved. A world of inequity none of us can see, let alone resist. Terminating racial categories is potentially the last, not the first step in the anti-racist struggle." So I want us to think about that today and in our life, and how we are now in a time period where we are being asked once again to face the racial inequities that exist and the racist policies that exist and the racist institutions and organizations that exist, and how we need to be able to identify them to be able to make change, and how being able to identify them is how we've been able to make change up until this point, even when other people did not want to make those changes or identify them. So it's really important to be able to identify them. So we will consider that today in our meditation. So you can close your eyes and we will start. So you're taking long, deep, slow breaths in through your nose. Feeling the inflation of your stomach and your lungs. Feeling the shift from inhale to exhale and exhale to inhale. And then allowing your breath to leave your body with an audible sigh. With every audible sigh, allowing your body to relax a little bit more. Noticing if you're holding your body in any particular way. If you're holding tension anywhere, just letting it go. Starting to ground and center ourselves. Starting to find stillness. Noticing any physical sensations you may be experiencing. Noticing if you have thoughts or feelings or judgments on these physical sensations. Noticing your mood today, or any feelings or emotions you may be having. Noticing if you feel them physically, or if you have any thoughts or emotion or judgments on them. Noticing any thoughts you may be having that continue to pull your attention. Noticing if you're judging them or have an emotional reaction to them. Noticing any sounds, or anything else in your awareness right now. You're just allowing things to be as they are, not trying to change them. Allowing them to exist without judgment. And if you find that you are judging them, that's okay. You're not going to judge the judging. Now we're going to consider for a moment what our relationship to race is. How do you identify racially? Is your racial identity a big part of how you see yourself or how you exist in the world? How do you identify other people racially? How do you think that affects them? And how do you feel about the idea of racial inequity or racial policies or racial disparities and inequities caused by organizations, institutions, governments, or groups? What is your relationship to policies and organizations? Are you able to see when they might be racialized? And are you open to seeing something you may have missed before? We'll continue to consider this through the rest of the meditation. But for now, I'd like you to imagine a place that feels really good to you. A place where you feel loved and loving, safe and connected, peaceful and calm, happy, healthy, and whole. Allowing these good feelings to penetrate you inside and out, to fill you up and support you. And with every breath in, easily and effortlessly, your heart rate will grow and expand with this good energy, this love that you've created. So your heart rate grows and expands now, filling the whole of your chest, and then the whole of your body. Blessing each and every cell in your body with your love and your light. And your heart rate continues to grow and expand now, filling the room or the space that you're in. Blessing your home, your work, or wherever you may be right now with your love and your light. And your heart light continues to expand, flooding your neighborhoods, your town, your city, your state, your province, your territory, engulfing your entire country or nation, and engulfing your entire continent. Blessing each and every living being on your continent with your love and your light. And your heart light continues to grow and expand now, deep down into Mother Earth. Connecting you with her wisdom, her abundance, and her harmony. As you bless her with your love and your light. And your heart light continues to expand, engulfing the entire planet in your love and your light. Blessing each and every living being, each person, each group of people, each government and institution, organization and system, each policy, each mind, each plant and animal, with support, understanding, love, kindness and compassion, equity, inequality, justice, for the highest and greatest good of all. As we intend to create a more loving, more just, and equitable world. For all, and especially those who are struggling, suffering, in pain, or hurting right now, including Black, Indigenous people of color, and the LGBTQ+ community. and all those who have been affected by COVID-19, and anyone who needs some extra support. Our heart light continues to grow and expand out into every part of space, infinitely expanding, just as the universe is infinitely expanding, just as the divine is infinitely expansive. Because we are the universe and the divine. We are infinite, and we are love. We're going to sit in this expanded state of love for a moment longer. And again, considering and noticing if you consider this from a different perspective now in your expanded state of love. What identifying racist and racialized policies are. Considering how we identify them. If we're able to identify them. And if we're willing to change our opinions and our thoughts and our strongly held beliefs when we learn that we may not have been identifying them properly. Are we open? Can we be open to learning more? Can we be open to learning what we don't know already? Because there's always so much that we don't know already. And feeling this from a love point of view, how does that change your perspective? How does that change your openness? Taking a few more deep breaths, or feeling free to stay in this space for however long you like. Breathing and bringing ourselves back into our body, into this soup, bringing this love, this understanding that we've created with us. And empowering ourselves. Thank you so much for joining for day 102 of the live daily guided meditation series for ourselves and the world. Thank you for continuing to share your love with a world that definitely needs it. And for continuing to work together to create a world that is more just, more equitable, and more loving for all. As always, Black Lives Matter, we matter, and together we are changing the world for the better. Have a wonderful day.